By the way, do you realize that every single person who is watching this presentation was born of a woman? So we really appreciate the ladies. We really appreciate all of you for the wonderful work you do. And thank you very much, Faith. I think you should clap for all the ladies who are attending this presentation. They do a tremendous job of raising families, taking care of them, sacrificing their lives. And it's an incredible opportunity. 74% of all the people in network marketing worldwide are women. So they contribute a significant amount of effort, time, generating income for the different families. So I would like to share with you some of what we do in this business. As Paula said, my name is Pascal Oloo. If you give me a few minutes, I'd like to share this with you. Let me just put the slideshow. All right, so my name is Pascal Oloo. I'm trained as a civil engineer and we live in Pretoria, South Africa. We joined this business for a very simple reason, to make extra income or to make more money. You know, I was born in Kenya and we left Kenya with Betty. We arrived in South Africa in 1995. And the reason why we came to South Africa is just to have a better life. Because at that time, the economy of Kenya was not very good. And South Africa had just become independent and they are looking for professionals. So I got a job in Pretoria to work in a civil engineering consulting firm. But as time went on, I recall very clearly my first salary. I looked at my paycheck, 33% of my income went to tax. And I remember Betty saying that it looks like we were earning the same amount of money what we were earning in Kenya than we were earning here, because the tax really is quite substantial in this country. So we wanted to look for something to do to generate extra income. Our family was growing. That's my wife and myself, Betty. We've been in this business just over 24 years. And we must thank God for what has happened in our business, because we've had some relative success. We have not only generated good income, but we've also changed the lives of many people in the African continent. So if you're a guest, we'd like to invite you for this journey with us. We'd like you to open your eyes, open your ears, pay attention. There's something somebody would say in this meeting that may strike you, that may give you hope, that although there are many challenges around the world, but the life can be better. The life can be better if you make a decision to start the business. What is this business that you're talking about? First of all, let me talk about income or income generation. There are 4 ways that people earn an income. First is called a job. That is, you're employed by somebody else and they pay you a salary at the end of the month, depending on what the salary that you've agreed with your employer. It's good because the responsibility for actually paying you lies with your employer, but there are also drawbacks with the job. One is that your employer can only pay you what they can afford, and number 2, they pay you just enough so that you don't leave your employment. But the other challenge is that it's not secure. I've met many people who tell they've just lost their jobs because the company is going through tough times because of the COVID situation. But also there's a lot of internal politics in employment, okay? You might say that your job is secure. That may be true, but that statement is no longer true. Actually, one of the reasons why they call a maximum security prison is because there is maximum security. It means you cannot get out. That might maybe refer to unemployment, because when you ask for more salary, your employer tells you, well, you accept what I pay you or you leave. There's somebody else you can get to replace you, or we can replace you with a machine. The second way of generating income is self-employment. That is, you start your own business, you provide a service or a product to the marketplace. It's good because you control your time and you also generate your own income. But the drawbacks are you need quite a bit of money to invest. You also need to have business systems that you can use to build your business. You need to do marketing, you need to do product development, you need to do advertising, you need to do salaries, you need to do human resource management if you are self-employed and you're running your own business. So it's not an easy thing. The third way that people generate money is a big business. That is, it requires huge capital, lots of investment, dealing with a lot of employees, and you have a lot of employees also have a lot of labor issues. An example of a large business is ShopRite Checkers. They have about 1,900 stores around the continent, and they employ over 147,000 people. Now, that's a very, very big responsibility. The ordinary person doesn't have that kind of income or that kind of capital to invest in a big business. The fourth type of way to generate income is investments. That is, you take your money and you put it in an investment or a business to earn you an interest or earn you a return on your investment. But you see, for you to invest, it means you need extra cash over and above your expenses. And you also need knowledge and skill to invest. And for most people, that's a tall order. So these four ways of generating income, they have got drawbacks, they also got positives. But the question is there an ideal way to generate income? Is there an ideal business for building wealth? I think there is. And if you think about it, it should have the following criteria. Number one, you need very low capital to start that kind of business. Number two, you need to get involved in distributions of goods and services. Why? Because the biggest companies in the world are always involved in distribution. Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla, all these big companies are involved in distributions of goods and services. That is where wealth is. Why is that the case? Because they distribute their products and services to the whole globe or to the whole world market. The third thing that you need to be able to build a wealth or an ideal business is you need to have a global reach. That is, your product or your service needs to be able to service most of the globe. Our company operates in over 50 countries in the world. In Africa, we operate in 12 countries, and we can reach a population size of 450 million people in the African continent. The fourth thing you need is leverage. Leverage is a principle where you multiply your time and your money to increase your income earning ability. Leverage, I think, is one of the secrets of building wealth, because you and I have 24 hours a day. If you sleep 8 hours, you work 8 hours, the rest you spend time traveling, resting, eating. If you want to build a business and you're depending only on the hours of work that you put, you will never be wealthy. Why? Because you don't know how to multiply time. And the only way to do that is through a principle called leverage. Okay. The fifth thing you need is a consumable, high-quality product. Why is this unique? Because there is a repeat sale. You see, if I buy a laptop, I can buy a laptop and use it for 1, 2, 3, or even 4 years before I buy another one. But soap, skincare products, health supplements, those are consumable products because I buy and use. If it's finished, I go and buy some more. You and I are going to use supplements or cleaning products every single day. And when it is finished, you buy it every single month. In fact, you're going to do this until the day you die. So being in the soap business is a fairly good business because there's always repeat sales and there are always customers looking for your products. The sixth thing you need is a business system. What does that mean? You need tools, procedures, and ways to run a business so that you, as the owner of the business, doesn't have to be present where the business is being run. Think about it. If you go to any bank, you will find that each branch, the layout of the bank is similar. The color of the use in the branch are similar. The chairs are very similar. The procedures they use to run the business is the same. That is what we mean by a system. That is a dependable, ways of doing the business that enables the owner of the business to be absent. And the last thing is timing. Timing is very important because if you start a business and the timing is wrong, you may not be able to get your customers easily. And for our business now, because people have realized the need for good nutrition, a lot of people have lost their jobs. They are looking for ways to generate income. That is what I find very unique about this business. So, what is this business? What is network marketing? Network marketing is a system of distribution of goods and services. How do we do this? We use the most effective and efficient method ever known to mankind. It's called word of mouth advertisement. You see, a lot of people buy things because they were referred to by a friend. I remember when Betty and I came to South Africa, and I was asking a colleague which is the most reliable car to buy. He told me Toyota. It's got a good after service sales. It's a very reliable car. The pricing is okay. And I went and bought a Toyota. But do you know what? Toyota did not even know that my colleague referred me to them. They did not pay him any commission. So we use the same principles, but in our case, we compensate the people who refer our customers to buy the products. So the other unique thing about this business is that we cut out all the middlemen between the manufacturer and the consumer, and in between there stands a distributor. In traditional business, distribution costs is between 35 and 50%. That means advertising, retailers, wholesalers, transport, wreckage, all those costs are absorbed by the customer because that is the way the traditional distribution works. So what we say in our business, we'll cut out all these middlemen, and the people who actually advertise the products on our behalf by word of mouth are the people who are going to pay this money. That is what makes this kind of business very lucrative. The other things is there's no wholesalers, retailers. Products are explained to customers. And I'd like you to think about this very carefully. Last week, Monday, a new product was launched in the South African market. It's called magnesium. That very same day, more than 20 or 30,000 customers knew about the product and the details of the product. That is the power of leverage, the power of marketing, because individuals who know the details about the products inform their customers of that product. So the company pays you if you successfully refer customers to buy a product. All the research is done for you. The products are developed for you. You are in your business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that I find very, very unique, because most people who start traditional businesses, you're there by yourself with no support. If you make a mistake, you pay the price. Our business, you always have somebody to help you, support you, advertise you, and help you to grow your business. There is no qualification required in this business. I would say there are 3 qualifications. Certificates, we don't care what certificates you have. 3 things that are necessary for success in this business. Number 1, you need to have a desire for success. You need to have a hunger to succeed. Number 2, you need to be teachable. And number 3, you need to work hard. If you have these 3 ingredients, you're going to be very, very successful in our business. And where did it all start? It started by this gentleman called Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield was, when he was a teenager, he had very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies, and his life really improved. And he said, I might as well share this idea with the rest of the world. And that was in 1958 in USA, in California. In South Africa, we came in 1971. So in 2021, this company will be celebrating 50 years in Africa. Okay? In Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, 96 and 97. And if you're a guest, this company has come to your doorstep. But why has this company or business lasted all this long? Because we believe in some fundamental principles, and there are 5 of them. Number 1 is absolute integrity and honesty. We believe that it's important to tell the truth to our customers, to our distributors, to anybody who is involved in our business. The second thing is the most important ingredient are people. If you don't have people, you don't have a business. The third is products that work. Neolife spends a lot of money. They put together the top scientists in the world in various fields, in manufacturing, in nutrition, in biochemistry, in so many different fields that do with nutrition, so that they develop the best products. Equal opportunity for everybody, whether you're young or old, whether you're a student or a worker, whether you're a CEO or a plumber. Anybody who has a dream, as long as you're over the age of 18, you can start this business. And then you need a long-range vision. That means you need to think ahead. Don't only think about 6 months, 1 year. Think ahead 2 years, 5 years. We say this is a 2 to 5 year business, and by that we mean that if you apply what we teach you in this business, within a period of 2 to 5 years, you'll be financially independent, okay? Now, just one moment. Why do people start this business? People start this business for very many different reasons. Some people start the business because they want a better lifestyle for their families. Some people start the business because they want to buy their dream homes, or they want to buy fancy homes or build good homes. Some people want to start the business because they love fancy cars, or they just like to buy good cars. Some people start the business because they want to buy holiday homes. Some people start the business because they want to make money. In fact, one of the things that is important in this business, you need to learn how to make money by using the principles of leverage. When you provide the goods and services to the public, you earn money. Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit. So if this is you, you're a distributor, you've joined Neolife, the company has been in existence over 60 years. We operate in more than 50 countries around the world. We have 4 ranges of products. Which are these ranges? The first one is called the Golden Home Care products. These are products for cleaning the bathroom, the kitchen, the toilet, the tiles, everything in your home that needs cleaning, we have the products. The second is personal care products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. The third is the skincare products. And the fourth is the health supplements. This constitutes the biggest range of our sales, because if your health in life is finished, your mission is finished. So people think and take good care of their health. But how does this business work? This business works when you do 3 daily things. Remember, if you're starting this business, you have to develop daily habits. That is the things you do every day to make a business grow. I grew up in a town where my dad had a retail shop. And the only way we could get money is if the shop was opened. If it was not opened, there was no money coming in. So you need to apply the same principle in this business. There are a few things you need to do every single day to make a business grow. The first thing, use the products. Okay? Why do you need to use the product? It's a very simple reason. 1, you're supporting your own business. Number 2, you want to recommend products to people that you have used and have got experience and you believe in. All right? So let's say you use 100 PV. Let me explain what 100 PV is. You see, Neolife is registered in over 50 countries around the world, and each country has got their own different currency. Now, they have a different currency because each country needs to monitor their business. But if you use currency to measure business, it's quite easy for the business volume to be skewed or not represented correctly. The exchange rate between one country and the other changes every single minute or every hour. So to standardize business, Neolife used a point value system. For example, one of the products called LDC for 1 liter is 10 PV or 10 points. So we recommend that you need to use 100 PV in a month. The next thing we do in our business is we share the business opportunity. What does that mean? That we introduce other people to join the company as distributors and users of the products. Let's say those people also use 100 PV. Okay? If they use 100 PV, then you'll have built a 700 PV unit. You plus the 6 people you have are 7. At 700 PV, you become a senior man. You have a manager, and your income is about $45 a month. But it doesn't stop there. The next thing you do is you teach the people you brought into the business to do what you do. If each person, for example, the person on the top right corner introduces 2 people, and each of them introduce 2, you'll have built a 700 PV unit, plus the other 6 people, you get 1,300 PV unit. Your income is about $90 a month. But the thing is, you need to teach everybody in your team to do the same. The 700 PV unit is just an example for explanation purposes. In real life, it may be different. It could be more, it could be less. If you've got 6 people doing 700, that's 4,200 plus your own is 4,300. You become a director, and your income is about between $580 and $700. But that's not the end. Some people may not be interested in the business. They become your customers. And if they become customers, they buy products from you, and you make a profit of 20% from them. All right? The third thing you do is personal development. What does that mean? That you spend time to acquire knowledge through your sponsor and the training system we have. You do training, support, and personal development, CDs, seminars, books, workshops. Your sponsor helps you to grow your business in terms of knowledge and skill to build a business with the intent of you becoming a business leader. That is what we mean by personal development. But you see, some people are interested in more money. If you're interested in more money, you need to help the people you brought into the business to become directors. If you help one person become a director, your income is about $1,000. If you help 3 people become directors, your income is about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, you become a president's team member, and your income goes way beyond $5,000 a month. So I would like to hand over back to Paul to invite a very dear friend of mine, a man who knows what poetry is. Paul, back to you.
Thank you so much, Pascal. I believe that our guest on call tonight, we are already having an idea why we called you here. So to be able to break it further, I want to invite one of our world team members based in Kenya, a gentleman who is doing this business in a very big way. Isaac Ndungu, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Paul. I hope you can hear me too.
Yes, I can hear you. Take it away.
Oh, thank you very much, Paul. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity. My name is Isaac Ndungu, and I am a high school teacher. I would want to take this time, first of all, to thank Pascal because of the wonderful presentation that he has just given us. And that is quite, a good presentation. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you for the work that you have really done in Africa. And we don't want to say thank you for COVID, but we have seen you more times now with COVID than we were doing before. Thank you very much, engineer. We are really privileged to have you as one of our applies. As Paul had talked about, my name is Isaac Ndungu. I am a high school teacher. I am a married man. I was able to convince one lady by the name Purity Wamoyo, and she followed me home. And for the last 18 years, we've been together. And I want also to say Happy Women's Day to every woman in the call. And in the same breath, I would also want to say that it was actually Purity who introduced this business to our home. So that is quite a plus. She's the one who actually attended the very first meeting. And I remember when she came home, she told me, there is something I have seen and we must do it. I asked her, did you understand? She told me, no, I did not understand, but there's a lot of money. And we will understand along the way. So we started the business when actually we didn't really know exactly what we were doing. And probably that should be a word for our guests tonight. You may not really understand everything. And when I started the business, I was a teacher. I was teaching English and literature. And I was explaining the river and the source, the Merchant of Venice, Romeo and Juliet, Mind Boy. I could follow a character from one page to the other through what we call in literature plot. But there was something wrong, the money. Now, I was employed by the government. You would ask which money is actually ever enough. But you see, when you have a degree and you have added another one, you definitely expect a better pay. So I remember as quite a senior teacher, when my salary was deducted, up there, the money was okay. But those of you that have been in employment, you know what happens with the pay as you earn, pay as you eat, pay as you walk around, pay as you marry, so that by the end of the day, whatever is left for you is so little. So when this opportunity came to me, it was such a blessing. I took it with both hands and I ran with it very seriously because I saw an escape route. I actually joined this business for money. I know we've been, Pascal has also told us about the health issues, but for me, I came purposely for money. But now, the other challenge that I had was the starting money. I mean, the first check to come to us was so little that it didn't look like there was any hope. It was 1,000 Kenya shillings, 1,362. Now, $13, honestly, for a graduate teacher and a senior teacher, I was a head of department, was not really much money. And I remember telling some colleagues at school the kind of the money I had got, and one of them really laughed at me and said there was really no money in this business. And I also felt like there was actually no money because no money had come in the first month. It was only 1,000. However, I was told that if I multiplied what I had done and I do it more, what I had actually done, the money would increase. And I did that. So I continued talking to people, the basics that you have been told, and I talked to virtually everyone that I met along the way. And guess what? My second check was $29,531, roughly $290. That was good amount of money. Why? Because it was more than my net. It was really encouraging. So I went on and my check went to $600. I already knew this is a good business. I would talk to virtually anybody who came along my way. Of course, some people said no. I think that is one of the greatest challenges I have ever had. Many people say no, don't even understand. Do you know my check went on until I happened to get $1,000. Now that is quite a good amount of money. In Kenya, in fact, if you put that one together, for 2 or so months, you can even get a car if you're not going for a new one. And it was really exciting for me. It changed my way of looking at things. I realized I could get money through another way. And I realized that the friends that were saying no, they were saying no to something they did not understand. And ladies and gentlemen, in this call this evening, if there's something that really helped me was to understand that is not only happening here in Kenya, but it is happening all over the world. So I continued, and then now the money started now coming in. And when money came in, I was able to put up a house for my family. Live in Nairobi without somebody knocking at my door that they are coming for their rent. And later on, I was also able to put up some rentals that at the end of the month, I would ask for rent. Now, if you're living in Nairobi, those of you that know about the life in Nairobi, if you're asking for somebody to give you rent at the end of the month, it is something very nice. By the way, rent is very sweet when you are asking for it. You know, when somebody is giving it to you, not the other way around. And things changed. I had never seen the inside of an airplane, but through this business, I have been able to travel to South Africa. Specifically, I have gone to a place called Sun City. Now, there's a place near Rochugaos where we used to call it the place of the sun. It is not that one. It is not Kariua. You know, there's a place called Kariua, and it means the place of the sun. Now, that Sun City is actually very different. It's not the Kariua in Kandara. Now, that Sun City is somewhere like 200 kilometers from Johannesburg in South Africa. And we went there for almost a whole week. It was so exciting. That was the first time, that was 2015. That was the first time that I got a chance to get outside this country in an airplane. It was so exciting. It changed my life. And you see, I have been a person who is hardworking. By the way, I never joined network marketing because it was an easier life, or it was for lazy people. Let me put it that way. I joined because I saw there was something that was greater than actually I thought. So we went to Sun City in South Africa. And then later on, we went to Mauritius. I may not be able to know which one followed the other, which is a very good thing, by the way. There was Mauritius. There was, I also I always promised that it was a hotel coated with gold. I've been to that hotel, wonderful destination. I've been to Cape Town, the end of Africa. So when teachers are teaching about the Cape of Good Hope, I have an idea practically where that Cape of Good Hope is. And then it gave me, the boundaries started coming down. I should have also told you this. Amongst the people I talked to was one of the parents I talked to when I was at Rocho Girls. And this young parent was taking care of a daughter, not necessarily biological, but I didn't know actually that time that it was not her biological daughter. And this lady is none other but Grace Chege. This lady came into my business in a very soft way as a parent. And you know what the lady has done? She has literally changed the chemistry of the business, not only her own, but virtually in the whole country and beyond. As we talk today, that lady has started businesses in America, in the UK, I mean, all over the world, Botswana and all over. Some of those people are actually in this call. And of course, others came up. I have quite a number of very powerful directors. And the point is this, I was able to travel, and I have been able to travel with these people. When I got to Sun City, we were with Grace and her husband, Caesar. When we went to Mauritius, we were actually 8 of us in our team. It was so encouraging. It is so encouraging when you talk to other people and they take the idea and they benefit also. I remember I sat with one person who had also not had a chance to be in an airplane when we were traveling. And the person also had a challenge with English, the English language. So these were the instructions. When we get into the plane, don't you worry. Just make sure that I am served before you. So when they ask you what you want, just say, just like that one. And the person is served and served properly. So it has really changed my life. And then, as I conclude, I look at our business, and those of us that knew our business some years back, There's some people that are here on this call that are privileged to have seen this business when it was like 30 years old or when it was 40 years old. I only got a chance. I started this business 8 years ago. And let me tell you, when you are getting into this business and the business it is today, it is totally a different thing altogether. A lot of development, a lot of support. Today, I do this business at home. By the way, I hardly even go to town, hardly. But you see, the systems, the support system is so good that you can do this business from any place. And that is so encouraging. I have gotten the freedom of time. I'm so happy today that I drop my children to school every day and I take them from school and I bring them home. I shared with a brother of mine who is somewhere, who is employed somewhere, and I told him that I take my children to school and I also get them from school. And he was so surprised. You could see the surprise in his face. And I'm so happy for that kind of a freedom. I realize that many parents don't get that chance, that immense freedom that you can actually take care of your children when you grow with them. So the business for me, when I look into the future, the business has just started. So the business that we started 8 years ago is a total different thing altogether. We have things we have never seen, we had not seen. Things have really changed, and they have made it so easy now for any person willing to be an entrepreneur. And for me, I am in for it. Honestly, I feel like I have just started the business. Sijaifanya bado. I have not done the business yet. I'm just starting. Now that I'm only 8 years, you can be sure that is actually in the preliminaries. When you are around 8 years, you are still in the lower primary in Kenya. My son is 9 and he's still in the CBC, grade 3. So it is still very early. I want to do this business and I want to get into the higher primary school. I want to get into secondary school in this business. I want to get to the university. I want to get masters. I want to be a PhD holder in this business. In other words, I want to be a diamond director and none other but a 5 diamond director. And the beauty of it is this. The only person who can start before me and 5 diamond director is me. That is the beauty of this business. It is so good. As in now, I have nobody. When I was a teacher, I still am, because I teach now about how to make money. I still am a teacher. But when I was a TSC teacher, working with the Teacher Suffering Center, Teacher Service Commission, what used to happen is this. Occasionally, we would go on strike. Today, I can't go on strike. Why? Because I am the one who signs the check I want to be paid with. I am the one who determines the hours to work. I am the one who determines, virtually everything around my business. So whom am I to blame? Nobody. The only person I can blame is myself, and I'm not ready to do that. So what I'm ready to do is to work and work on this business. The beauty of it is that I am working and the company is so supportive. So allow me to stop at that, because I'm feeling like I'm also starting to give, to tell my testimonial. So allow me to stop at that. But I'm so excited that there was such kind of an opportunity. In fact, if I had known this business, half of the years I taught, we would be talking about a different story altogether. But I'm so excited for such an unlimited opportunity. My prayer is like that one of Paul, that God would touch many and open up their eyes, that they may see the depth and the breadth, the width of the business that we are in. Thank you very much. Once again, I want to thank Paul for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much, Paul, for the opportunity to say hi to the team and to say what the business is doing. Asante sana.
Thank you so much, Isaac, for sharing your story with us tonight. That was amazing, and I believe that the guests and the distributors on this call, they're quite inspired, and everybody would like to, change their lives to the same measures that you have been able to change your life. And thank you so much to you and Purity for such an amazing business opportunity that you are doing. Keep up the good job. So I want to go back to Pascal to be able to give us some closing remarks as we come to the end of our meeting, Pascal?
Okay, thank you very much, Paul and Isaac. You know, Isaac, I could see some people who have really identified with your situation. I saw Angeline getting so excited. She must be a teacher. And also, Emi Mbukwa also is quite excited about what you're saying. At least today, I have known the meaning of TSC. Teachers suffering something, I don't know. You know, Isaac, if I was a guest in this, if I was a guest in this presentation, I would not even wait for this meeting to end. I would pick up the phone and speak directly to the person who invited me and start the business yesterday, because you can't argue with that kind of testimony. So I really appreciate your testimony. I think you're a tremendous leader in our group in Kenya. And if I can say, Paul, I think our next president's team is going to be Isaac and Purity Ndungu. That I believe with all my heart. So if you're a guest, some of the things in fact, Isaac said it very well. You can actually run this business from your house without leaving. I remember in South Africa, the COVID lockdown started on the 26th of March. And for almost 4 months, we did not leave the house, but our business grew by 60%. Because if you're ordering products, you order online. If you're registering new distributors to join your team, you can do it online. If you start the business, the company opens for you your own back office so that you can monitor and manage your business. If you're training your team of distributors, you do it online. I mean, at the moment, we've got people from the USA, from Sweden, from the UK, from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, South Africa, who are attending this meeting, and it's all done online. Delivery of products, the company has courier companies they have contracted to deliver the products to our customers, wherever they are. Payment, if you want to pay for the products, you can do that online or mobile transfer. The payment of bonuses and commissions is done by electronic funds transfer or mobile transfer. If in your country, there's mobile transfer of money. So the company has made this business so efficient so that you can run your business without leaving your house. A lot of headache has been removed for you to be able to run your business. That's why we said earlier that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You see, Isaac was talking about traveling. Betty and I had the privilege of attending the Ruby Orientation Leadership School at the Santon Sun Hotel in October 2019. It was an incredible 4 days. The company gives books you in fantastic rooms. You share the experience with distributors from the rest of the African continent. You visit unique places in Johannesburg. It was really a fantastic time for me and Betty. And those are some of the people who attended the Ruby Leadership School, people from Tanzania, people from Nigeria, people from Mozambique, Namibia, people from South Africa, people from different regions. These are people who've made a commitment to build their business to a certain level. So if you're a guest, how do you get started? Speak to the person who invited you. They'll give you an application form. You pay your registration. In South Africa, it's between $690 and $2,700. In Kenya, it's $7,360 or $8,970. In Nigeria, it's $17,500 or $22,500. In Tanzania, is $140,500 or $170,700. In Uganda, it's $2,900 or $242,500. In US, is $99. Sweden is 1,025 Swedish krona for the premium kit. So wherever country you are, and you can get the cost of starting this business. Get back to the person who invited you. And to close this meeting, I'd like to share with you something I had today. I normally like to listen to motivational tapes and to listen to wise people who around the world have changed people's lives. And one of the things I had today that really struck me is this. if you do not struggle and fight for what you do not want will come into your life. So if you're a guest, you need to have dreams. You need to have goals to support those dreams, things that and allows you on a step-by-step procedure to build your life. Because if you do not struggle for your dreams, if you do not struggle for what you want and fight for them, what you do not want will come into your life. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. God bless. I hand over back to Paul to close our meeting.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for such a powerful close to our meeting today. To our guests who are on the call today, I believe that you have been able to learn one or two things. And as Pascal has been able to request of us, I will request it again, that you turn to the person who brought you to this meeting, speak to them. They'll be able to tell you you can be able to get started as soon as now, because all the great things that we are speaking about today, they're just away from you because you have not been able to join this business. And the thing is, just like Pascal and Isaac have been able to talk about it, the company of Neo Life, it has everything in place to be able to support you and help you to be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve for yourself. So I just want to thank you for taking time, our guest, to be able to be part of this call today. And I hope that you're going to join, and we'll be able to be there to help you so that you can be able to get more understanding on how this business works. To our distributors on this call today, thank you once again for coming into the meeting today. Keep on doing the good job that you are doing. Look out for incentives that are in place in your different countries that are also helping you to continue to build your business. But most important, keep on doing the basics of the business, because this is not a hard business to be able to do. So from me, Pascal and Isaac, and the leaders on this call, I just want to say thank you so much for logging in, and wish you a wonderful night. See you soon, and keep on winning. So bye-bye from me. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you, Pascal. Good night.